Ding, ding, ding. Good morning, and welcome to the Stahls TV morning show. The ding is important to our show this morning. We are trying out a new format in the spirit of election season. Most of you have election day tomorrow, I believe. We are going to put some candidates up for you in today's session. Some typical guests and presenters on the show are going to show you different ideas, different looks, different things that you can do with Stahls materials, and they're going to argue out which one is the best. And you guys are actually going to choose which ones you get to see. So our first battle this morning is actually going to be between Courtney and Jenna. Then we'll see Nelson and Josh face off. And then we'll end with a battle royale, battle of the sexes, Josh versus Courtney. So that's what you have to look forward to here this morning. We thank you for joining us. I'm going to ask Nelson and Josh to step off screen, and we're going to get started with a battle between Courtney and Jenna. So how it's going to work, they're going to explain their ideas to you, give you an example of what it's going to look like, and then you guys are going to vote on which one actually gets to do the application or show you how their look works. So let's get started. Courtney, go ahead.
All right, so I'd like to show you how to create a mixed media look with a full color digital transfer and cad-cut glitter flake. If you've already started holiday shopping and you've been visiting some of the more popular retail stores like Justice, Victoria's Secret, they're all showing full color logos mixed with a spot color of glitter flake to add just a pop of glitter and something different. And I really love using a solvent ink digital transfer like this with glitter flake, because what it does is it gives me a vibrant color choice with the solvent transfer and also a strong, vibrant glitter finish that you don't get with other full color glitter technologies.
Okay, so we're seeing a full color transfer with a pop of glitter.
Right, absolutely.
All right, Jenna, what do you have for us?
Okay, so I don't know about most of you, but I know most people would rather see a full color glitter design rather than just adding a portion of glitter flake to your garment.
She's taking big swings.
So if you want to increase the value and profit of your garment, you can get this full color glitter look with just a sublimation transfer and white glitter flake. So there's no more weeding out intricate designs out of your glitter flake and no more white polyester only garment. So any design, any color, any shirt, and I can show you how to do it.
Okay. Any rebuttal on that before we go to our viewers?
I'm a fan. I love the sublimated glitter look, but I'm also a big fan of bling. And we all know that a standard cad-cut glitter flake has a stronger flake and a stronger bling than a sublimated glitter. So you're getting that full color pop. That's why I like to move towards this a little bit more.
Okay. All right, we're going to open it up to you guys, the viewers. A poll is going to launch, and you can choose to either see Courtney's design applied, which is a full color transfer with a pop of glitter, or you can see Jenna's design applied, which is a sublimated glitter flake transfer. So all over sublimated glitter. So let's pop that over to you guys.
All right, it's looking pretty close here. And we have sublimated glitter with Jenna, 62% versus 38%. So let's go into that application.
Okay, all right, Jenna, you're going to head over to the heat press and show us how to do this.
Sounds good. Okay, so we are going to load our garment onto the platen, and I'm just going to be doing a left chest logo here. So I'm just going to line it up based off of how the collar lays on the platen. And then we'll worry about moving that off so that we have even pressure.
All right, move away from in front of that press so our viewers can see what you're doing. They voted for you. Get out of the way.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So we're just going to place our design and tack it down just for 2 seconds.
And what temperature are we applying at, Jenna?
We're going to be applying the sublimation transfer at 380 for 35 seconds.
Okay.
So once the glitter flake has applied, we're only going to apply it for 2 seconds because it's going to get its full application once you apply the sublimated transfer over top. So we're going to grab our cover sheets.
You may want to double check your time.
Okay. Oh, 390. Okay, 390 for 35 seconds. Okay.
You're gonna throw in the towel. I'm gonna step in for a second. Okay, we're at. Are you counting in your head? Because our heat press was still in the set mode, so.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. We're at about 20 seconds. This is not how to do it at home.
Yeah, make sure it's set on the right time. Sorry, I forgot to click mode after applying all the new applications.
That's all right. We're at about 30 seconds.
We're going to show you how to recover this, though, so this is good.
All right, let's give it a whirl.
All right.
Let's see how it looks.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Worked out.
So there we have the finished full color glitter transfer on your left chest logo.
Okay, so what type of equipment and materials does a viewer need to be able to produce this look?
So you don't actually need a sublimation transfer because Stahls will offer a sublimation printer. We do offer sublimation transfer, so if you wanted to send us in a design, we can have them sent to you so that you can have that. And then other than that, you would need a vinyl cutter to have the glitter cut out, or we can also do that for you. We do provide that.
Okay, so if they have their own equipment, they would need a vinyl cutter and a sublimation printer. And then if they just have a heat press, you can order the glitter transfer and sublimation transfer from Stahls.
Correct.
All right, great.
Yep.
Congratulations on your win and your successful application. We're going to call up our next two contestants now, so you can take a step out. We're going to bring in Josh and Nelson to argue over their looks. They're a little bit more excited about this opportunity, I think, than the girls are, but we'll see what you guys think. So, Nelson, I'm actually going to let you go first and describe what application you're going to show our viewers that they can choose to see.
Okay. The application I'm going to show you will be under the bill material on a cap. And basically what I have here is fashion film. And if you go to our CADWorks Live, you can design in our template. You can put any design you want in, whether it's full color, glitter flake, or regular vinyl. And you can press to the bottom and the top part of the bill.
Okay, so you're going to show us how to apply a single color transfer to the underside of a cap bill. Josh, do you have something more interesting that our viewers would like to see?
Something much more interesting, actually.
Okay.
So while I appreciate the popularity of the flat bill hats and the applications, I'm still enthralled with the possibility of customizing shoes. So there is a ton of profit potential here. We're going to show you how to apply not just a regular cad-cut design, but a high visibility 3M reflective heat transfer film design cut from scrap material onto footwear with the Hotronics Fusion heat press.
Cut from scrap material. Do you have anything on that?
No. If you're doing it, if you're cutting on the bottom of the bill, you're going to at least need 8 inches of material.
Okay.
Regardless if you're doing a full color or a single color design. But the cool thing about designing on hats is if you have baseball teams or basketball teams, they want to go into the game, they want to have customization all over the hat. So there's tons of ways that you can wear the hat. You can put it like this. You can flip the bill up. Just gives a gives a little bit.
Are you gonna put those shoes on? Come on.
Yeah.
You're going deep now, Nelson.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that you can get from customizing a hat that you can get with the shoes, but you also compare the hat with the shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, so we've been printing shoes here on Stahls TV for the last 2 years. Hats kind of just started to happen here over the last 6 months. Viewers, which one do you want to see on today's episode? Do you want to watch Nelson apply the underbill of a cap, or do you want to watch Josh apply some reflective numbers cut from scrap material to his shoes? Let's open up that poll and see what you think. All right, Courtney, do you want to call that out for us there, the results?
Yeah, we're looking at 44% customizing shoes and 56% printing with a hat bill. Nelson.
Okay,
Nelson's
so
the winner.
Nelson's our winner. Congratulations. Let's let Nelson head over to the heat press and show us how to print the underside of a cap.
Okay, so first couple things that you need to do is you obviously need to have a heat press. 16 by 20, you would need to have an interchangeable platen, which we have here. It's as simple as grabbing the pull pin and changing out the platen.
And then I'm actually going to ask you to use that as a swing away so our viewers can get a close up here. I'll change get the angle.
There we go. Over the top. All right.
We'll load the platen, lock it in place. You can also place multiple hats on this platen at one time, and you line your design up under the bill. You can have it like this, or if someone wanted the top of the bill decorated, all you would need to do is turn the bill inside out. And flip the design.
Okay, so that's to decorate the top of the
That's
bill.
to decorate the top.
Okay, great.
So the more spots that you decorate on a hat, the more profit that you can possibly get.
All right, so we're going to decorate the underbill. And what did you say the material was we were using today,
We're
Nelson?
using fashion film.
Okay.
We're going to apply it 330 for 10 seconds. One thing you have to be careful of is if you're going to do the other side of the bill, once you press one time, the bill will weaken, so you need to give it a second to cool before you turn it inside out so the bill doesn't warp.
Okay. What are some other materials that would apply to the underside of the cap?
We could do glitter flake. You can use our express print for full digital. Like you can do like outer space. You could also, come up with any type of design to place under there. You can leave it as full color with no words cut out.
Could you take Jenna's sublimated glitter flake and put that under there?
You could put that under the bill as well. The bills they'll accept any type of transfer.
All right. How many seconds did we put that down for?
10.
10 seconds? Okay. All right. We're going to be able to peel this hot.
Yes, hot peel.
Now, if any of your corners pick up like we had one pick up there, we just cover that again,
Cover it again.
and hit it for an extra 5 or 10 seconds, and you're good to go. All right, Nelson, I'm going to switch back to looking at you on the camera up there. All right, congratulations on your big win. We have up next our Battle Royale. The co-hosts who are usually here with me.
Battle of the losers.
Yeah, Battle of the losers. I actually... this did not go the way that we thought it would go in rehearsal. However, Josh and Courtney in the losers bracket to round us out. So Battle of the Sexes. Courtney, we're going to let the ladies go first. What do you have for us?
Okay, so I have a very popular trend, which is one we get asked for a lot on Stahls TV, monogramming. So the idea is that I'm going to show you how to create monograms in 2 different ways using cadworkslive.com, which is, of course, is the free designer from Stahls. So we're going to show you how to do this. Why monograms? I'm sure a lot of you already know this because I know you're asking us how to do them. But they're very popular for gifts, for personalization. Anytime you want to add somebody's image to a t-shirt, this is one of the most popular trends. And it's been widely popular with embroidery. Unfortunately, heat transfer vinyl is a little bit more cost effective. So you need to be able to create the fonts in a way that you can get these glitter effects and different finishes and personalize very fast and very cost effectively with heat transfer material.
Well, you're going pretty hard at that one.
Yeah.
I need a win here.
Okay, so since I lost in the first round, we're going for a second round knockout. Specifically, a knockout design. So
that was
I've actually done a lot
good.
of prep work here, and let's pull up the visual so you can get a closer look at the knockout design here, Joe. So check this out. We've created this in CADWorks Live, and this is the idea. I'm going to show you specifically how to design a clip art or silhouette of a clip art within text to get this knockout effect. So this is best used for a 2-color design, but I'll take you through step by step in under 5 minutes how to create artwork that sells spirit wear with a knockout design.
Okay. So we have creating a monogram, which we had applied to a wine tote, but can be applied to basically anything.
Right.
And we have creating a knockout design in CADWorks Live to get a more trendy finish or look. So we're going to open up the voting to you to see what our final winner is going to be, who our final winner is going to be, Courtney or Josh. Let's open up that voting, see what the poll looks like. And actually, Jenna, since you are closest to our results, give it a second and then announce the winner, please.
Okay, we have 68% knockout design and 32% monograms in CADWorks.
Courtney is the big loser today. She did win, for those of you who saw our fantasy print draft, she did win our fantasy print draft. However, she's not winning her fantasy football season. So Josh is our big final winner here. So he's going to take over, take you to CADWorks Live, and show you how to do this knockout design.
Yeah, so let's go over to the screen, if we can, on the laptop up front. And we've launched CADWorks Live, which is a free online design program. And so the first and most basic thing with a knockout design is you want to have some text on the screen to be able to knock the clip art through. So we're going to start something here, and let's just go with the same design we've created on the sample, the love dance. So I'll type my first line of text, which is love, and then I'll be able to select the font from within CADWorks Live. I always like to select a bulkier font, something that's very bold, because that's going to give you your best visual of the design punching through there. So I maintain the integrity of the clip art and can see that. You also may want to adjust your character spacing closer together. So in this case, I'm going to set it in by about -0.1 to get those letters a little bit closer together. Once I'm happy with the way that's positioned, I click OK, and it will drop that text onto the screen. I'm going to make a duplicate of that text by going to Edit, Duplicate, at which point I will double-click on it again, and let's go with our second line of text, which in this case, we love dance. Click OK, and that drops it onto the screen. I think it creates the best visual if the text is roughly the same width, so you can punch that in exactly, or you can just manually try to position that. And ultimately, once you have that created, you want to condense or group these items together. So select both lines of text, go to Shaping, and click on Condense. At that point, I'm going to make a duplicate copy of the text that I'll use later in the process, making sure not to resize at this point. It's important that these text elements condensed together remain the same size. Now I can bring in clip art. A silhouette of the clip art is typically the best way. There's a lot of clip art that's already within CADWorks, so you can go to the Add Clip Art button, search for dance, and perhaps pull up a dancer. If you want to drop something like a heart or a star into the design, you can search for that element, ultimately select the one that you like, and open it onto the page. I always recommend changing this to be a different color just for visual purposes when you're working with the material. So now I'm going to drop that text behind the heart. If I want to do any edits to the heart, rotate it, anything I want to do, I can adjust it here and change the sizing. Ultimately, I want to select both objects when they're layered, go up to Shaping, and click on Front minus Back. If you mess up, there's an undo button in CADWorks, so let me try that again. Select both objects, go up to Shaping, and it's actually back minus front. It will take a second to render. What that did is it basically punched a center through my text, at which point I can get rid of the clip art, or I can drag it to the side and save it for later in case I need it again or mess up again. So what I'll do now is I want these to be different colors, my two text objects. So let's just make this one red. Selecting both my punch through text object and my clean text object by holding the Control key, I can go up to Align, and I want to center those both to the middle of each other. That effectively creates my design that I punch through. There's one final step to make sure I'm not cutting a full background layer of red, that it's truly just going to be the heart in the red and then the rest of the black design. I go back up to Shaping, I click on back minus front one more time. That completes the look for me. Now I have my two independent text objects ready to send over to the vinyl cutter and ultimately layer over at the heat press. So I'm going to pull this up to the close-up cam so you can see the finished result. And Joe's going to set up to get you a close-up here of the two-color glitter design. In this case, we've cut this out of black glitter flake and also pink glitter flake. And you can see the actual finish here. This has tremendous sparkle. You can select a wide variety of materials and finishes, but just a phenomenal look in a way really to set your business apart from other folks. And just to give you a close-up of the first look that Jenna created as well, we have that beneath here with our sublimated glitter piece. So a lot of different things you can do through artwork and design.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Congratulations on your win. We're going to come back here to a main shot and see all of our contestants once again. So Nelson, Jenna, Josh, great job. Viewers wanted to see your looks today. Courtney, maybe next week. Actually, to all you viewers out there, we did get a few comments about how do we get to see some of the other looks. We will have those other looks for you on next week's show, so Courtney can walk you through all of those. We actually have a few questions coming in that we'd like to field. So, Joe, if you could read those to us, that'd be great.
Yeah, this pertains to the cap. They want to know when the corner peels up, don't we have to put the transfer tape back onto it to strengthen the application?
Nelson, do you want to take how to correct the issue that we had?
Not necessarily. Depending on what type of material it is, you could just cover it with the cover sheet and hit it for a couple seconds and just make sure that it's tacked down, or check your pressure to make sure that it was adequate.
Yeah, so as long as that peeled corner, the adhesive side is back down onto the cap, make sure the adhesive side is back down. You can just hit it with a cover sheet for a few additional seconds. So another question coming in, Joe?
With the CADWorks Live software, what cutters work with that?
Josh, do you want to field that?
Sure. So out of the box, it depends on the cut driver. So really, CADWorks is a design program where you can create vector art and ultimately export that into a format that can be brought into your cutter's driver. But if you want to use the second component of CADWorks, it's called Vector Cut. That is the actual cut driver portion of CADWorks. And with the new Vector Cut 2.0, which is downloadable for free from the website, you can drive Roland cutters, Graph Tech cutters. You can actually send to silhouette cutters. GCC, and then there's a generic driver where you can try your cutter if it's a brand other than that.
Yep. All right, any more questions, Joe, before we close? All right, we appreciate your participation today. Hopefully you had as good of a time as we did prepping for this particular episode. And like I said, if your look didn't get chosen today, tune back in next week at 11 o'clock to see it made. Thanks for joining us.